Hey guys, it's Tiff, and today felt more like a sit-down kind of video. So we are here, actually in my closet, with a makeshift table, and we're just gonna keep this casual. So the past few days, I've been going through kind of a, not really an existential crisis, more just a normal crisis, and it all got me thinking. So I've said this before in other videos, but I'm kind of a mess. A hot mess, but a mess nonetheless. And in the past, when I tried to change this or confront this, I always did the exact same thing. I always try to do a complete 180 from my typical personality into the personality that I want. That doesn't work. Like, I'm not that person. So lately, I've been more thinking and making small changes that I can make in my life. One of these changes that I decided to make is to make a set of goals for this month. And yes, I am aware that technically we're about 6 days into this month. By the time you're watching this, probably 7 days into this month. So a good quarter of the way through. But we're just gonna... baby steps, people. Baby steps. I'm always gonna be late. It's a thing. I'm working on it. In the past, when I make goals that I want to set for myself, I always make them these huge, big, unattainable goals. And I always set the deadline like a year from now. I want to make this specific thing happen within a year. And 2 to 3 weeks in, it doesn't automatically happen and I give up on it. So I have decided to make very small, very attainable goals, at least to start out with. And I wanted to share those goals with you guys. Mostly because the video making, that's my comfort area. This is what I love to do. This is what I know that I can do, even if it is a bit iffy. And making videos has always helped me confront and sort through things in the past. So maybe it'll help me now. So I'm just going to share a few of my small, attainable goals for the month of March. I'm only going to be sharing 6 of the 12 goals because that's what I feel comfortable with right now, and I'm not going to push it. The first 3 all have to do with YouTube. The first one is to reach 30 subscribers, which is a very small number, I know, but I think right now I'm at like 26 or 27, so I know that by the end of the month, I will most likely have at least 30, and shooting so small keeps me from making extremely unattainable goals, like hitting 1,000 in the next week. The second is to make at least 3 videos this month, because as we all know, I'm not really a schedule person, but I'm trying to be more consistent. So I think at least 3, that's about 1 per week, which is about half of my actual goal, because I want to get to the point where I'm making 2 videos a week, at least. So I figure making at least 3 might be a bit more attainable. And the third one is to play around with the editing a little bit, because I do have my very set way of editing, and I do want to explore more of the fun things that I can do with my editing software that I've never really felt comfortable doing on an actual video, but maybe if I play around with it with some test footage, then maybe I will be more comfortable putting it into actual videos and my videos might get better. My next 3 are my personal goals, and that's to do with me, myself, and I, and that's it. My first is to read at least 3 books, because I used to read a lot, and I love reading, but I also recognize that reading for me is a way to escape and go into this fantasy world that the book creates, and that can be unhealthy if done to an extreme, especially like I used to do back when I was like in high school and reading 7 to 8 books a week. So I figure if I keep it to 3 this month, that's still enough for me to get back into reading and doing what I love to do, because I haven't been reading as much as I used to, and that has been bothering me, but also keeping it limited so I'm not just using it as an escape to go to a fantasy world. The second is to remember that emotions can be a good thing. I have a tendency to ignore or shut down emotions as I feel them because I don't like dealing with them. But lately I've been realizing that I kind of need to open up a bit more about that. So I'm trying to remember not to shut down any emotion that I feel automatically. And the third personal goal, which is probably the biggest goal that I have for this month in total out of all 12, is to find my truth. I've been hearing a lot of people say that you have to live your truth and be who you are. And I agree with that 100%, but I've never actually had the time or inclination to find what my truth is. From graduating high school, where I didn't want to do much of anything, to going to college, dropping out of college, getting a job, quitting my job, moving across the country, helping take care of a bunch of toddlers, I haven't really had much time to figure out who I am and what I want to do. So I've decided to take some time and figure out what that is. And not just like what I want to do career-wise, but what I want to do with my life in general. Whether I want to get married or have kids or buy a house, or all these general stuff that I feel like I should know but never quite had the time to think about too much. And I got the broad idea down. I know that I love performing, I know that I love making videos, and I love my family and I want my own family, but I don't know how I want to perform, or what kind of family I want, or anything specific, and I need to figure that out. A lot of my other videos are a bit more upbeat and happy. This is more like a sit down, have a conversation about my life, where it is now, and what I want to do with it, especially within the next month. And I'm hoping that at the end of March I can come back, do a similar video, and talk about how I may have accomplished my goals, or maybe some of them didn't work out, and which is fine, because it's also important to realize that I might not achieve all of these goals, especially the ones that aren't specifically within my control. And maybe next month I might be able to work on similarly attainable goals, but maybe some bigger ones. And hopefully this will be a thing that I'll be able to do more and more, because I find that this, especially with the past few days that I've been thinking about these and working on them, I know that they've helped me a lot, especially maintaining who I am and being a happier person, which at the end, the goal is to be a happier person. Like I said, I know this isn't my normal video, and I'm sorry if you hate it. I'm not gonna stop it. Like I said, YouTube for me is my comfort zone, and it helps me think through and discuss things that I need to discuss in my life. So, if you don't like this, you can watch some of my other videos. If you did like this video, you can subscribe so you know when my other videos are coming out. Maybe I will do more like these. You can subscribe by clicking here, and make sure to ring that bell for notifications for when my next videos come out. If you would like to see my last video, you can do that by clicking here. And if you would like to see, frankly, I don't have any other videos like this, so if you would like to see a random one of my videos, you can do that by clicking here. Until then, that's all I got for you guys today. I love you guys. Bye-bye.